I wanna be a billionaire so freaking bad. Buy all of the...
Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a duct tape bracelet. Duct tape bracelet looks like this. I'll put a picture up in a second, but this is what it looks like. They're really fun to make and they're really easy once you get the hang of it. So let's go. Let's keep up, guys. The supplies you will need for this project are today I'm going to be using 2 rolls of duct tape. The colors I'm going to be using are splatter paint and blue, dark blue. So, after you choose your 2 colors, 1, 2, or 3 colors, you can start measuring them out. I'm going to use, if you're choosing 2 colors, you can choose since you need 3 parts for the actual bracelet itself, you can choose either 2 strips of this, 1 strip of this, 2 strips of this, and 1 strip of this. But it doesn't matter, anything that you want to do. So I'm going to be using 2 blues and 1 splatter paint. Okay, let's begin. After you choose your 2 colors, you can start to begin. So, usually for an average size, I usually use 11¼ inches. It's not my full wrist length, of course, but since you're braiding it, it gets shorter. So that's how big the average size is. If you're making it for someone with a bigger wrist or a smaller wrist, then you can just probably figure it out yourself, depending on the 11¼ So let's begin cutting the first strip. So I'm going to lay this down. Okay, so I'm going to cut at the 0. I'm going to check it one more time to make sure it's the right length. And it's perfect. So, after you've gotten your first strip down, you can just use your other strip to depend on what size you need your next one. So go ahead and take your other color or the same color. Make it the same size. Try and get as close as possible. Okay, so I have 1 more strip to go and then we'll begin rolling. So as you can see, I have 2 strips. Now I'm going to do the splatter paint. Okay, so I have my 3 strips, as you can see. Now, we're going to begin rolling. Rolling can be a bit difficult because you need a little practice, but I'm going to teach you step by step. So pick up one of your colors and lay it sticky side up. Okay, and keep your other 2 down. Now, I'm going to zoom in for this part so you can see it a little bit clearer. Alright, so after you've picked up your first color, we're going to start rolling. So you're going to take a tiny bit and you're just going to fold it over, and it's not going to be a centimeter, because if you do it a centimeter in width, then it'll become really thick at the end, which will make your bracelet look bad. So we're going to try and make it as thin as we can. So try and make this one as thin as possible, and don't worry because it will expand in the end. And try not to get any air bubbles. I know it's a little bit hard for your first time or any time. I mean, it's always hard to get no air bubbles, but you can get a little better at it after you do it for a while. So I did my first roll. Now we're just going to go over it one more time. Or not one more time, just again. As you can see, my string is now completely finished after I've rolled every bit. There should be no sticky side, unless there's a little at the ends, which we will cut off later. Other than that, it should look like this. Now we're going to begin doing the next two blue strips. Once you have your 3 strips, then you can begin braiding. You've just passed the easiest part. Let's begin. So now we're going to begin braiding. Before we do that, you're going to trim your edges so that they're the same size. So line them up like this and cut. Okay, then go to the bottom and cut. So now they're all the same exact size. Okay, so now you can remove those excess pieces. Okay, you're going to cut a strip that's about, take your scissors, it's about 1 inch, so it's pretty short. And you're going to cut 3 of those. For right now, I'm just going to put them right here. Okay. Put any color in the middle that you want. I'm going to be putting my splatter paint because I have 2 glues and 1 splatter paint, so it makes sense to put splatter paint in the middle. I'm going to take one of my little inch strips and you're going to take them together. So put a sticky side up and just place it down. And then go ahead and wrap it around. Then you can cut off any excess. Alright. Now you're going to take another one of your strips and tape it down. The reason I don't use one strip to tape it together and to tape it down is because usually it tends to come apart. Like, it may keep it down, but pieces may come out. So I just use 3 strips. Now, let's switch this right here. So now this is in the middle. Now we can begin fold it over, and you can't just regularly braid, you have to fold it over like this and pull it really, really tight and just continue braiding. Keep pressing it down as hard as you can. I'm going to speed things up for you a bit. Now we're at the end. You're going to take that last piece, that last inch piece, and tape it at the bottom. And cut off any excess. Alright, now we have our braid. Now that our braid is finished, as you can see, we're going to connect it together. So peel up this piece and take it to this side and just tape it down like this. Alright, so now we have it like this. We have to bring it together. So take this part and just fold that down. Take the other side and fold that around. Now you have your secure, awesome bracelet. Have fun making them.
Yeah, man. So we back in the club with